Hey, welcome back to another episode for Life for Living Well. My name is Richard. Before I dive into the topic that I have for us this week, I'd like to quickly say if you'd like to know one or two things about this community, you can find it out on our website at www.lifeforlivingwell.com. If you also would like to be receiving weekly article regarding the podcast that will release weekly, you can sign up with your email on the website and just enter your email, and there's no direct marketing to you. It just will be part of the community or group of people that are receiving the article from us weekly. So let's dive in without taking much of your time. The topic that I'm having this week is what I call power of consistency. And if you are been following these podcasts for a while, you will notice that we normally start with a one inspirational quote and then build our message around it. So for this particular message, I will be using or taking from Oscar Wilde, and he put it this way: consistency is the last refuge of the unimaginatives. And it's very deep, it's very powerful. And if you take a few seconds to even thought and digest that quote and try to put a context, if you can, where how Oscar Wilde have managed to arrive to this conclusion based on his own observation of consistency. So let's dive into it fully. Consistency may not be flashy things, but it is one of the most powerful traits you can develop. So if someone were to give a brutally honest account of their life journey, what do you think they're going to say is contributing to outcome that they managed to put together? They likely point to the habits they built. And what do you think put this habit together? What do you think make this habit glue together? And they stuck to it as the real reason for their success. So over time, I've realized that talent alone isn't enough. I've seen ordinary people achieve extraordinary things, not because they were the most gifted, but because they show up every day. So, my friend, inspiration isn't enough. So, why did I say that? From observation, from personal experience, I've come to conclusion that inspiration, passion isn't enough. Aspiration often begins with inspiration, but inspiration is fleeting. It won't carry you through fatigue, distraction, discouragement. That's where consistency steps in. Behind every meaningful goal is a routine, a habit done day in, day out, regardless of how you feel, especially when you fully understand your why. Personally, real change only started for me when I became consistent with my routines. Whether positive or negative, the outcome were obvious. But building this trait doesn't happen by accident, it takes intention. So you may ask, what if you were not raised with it? What I will say is consistency often begins with your environment, your home, your school, your peers. But if, like me, you didn't have that structure growing up, you can still re-educate and reparent yourself. It starts with small decisions, So what are those decisions? 1, read a good book. 2, listen to a podcast. 4, follow a thought-provoking blog. 5, practice a habit even when it feels awkward at first. Don't give up. Some of the habits I rely on today felt unnatural and even boring at first, but I stuck with them by visualizing the outcome. Like, thing that will take 5 minutes, there's no way I'm going to push it for tomorrow. Whether making the bed when I get up in the morning, or wash the plate before I leave the house, or start working in the morning. Whether to go for a run in the morning or go for a run in the evening. Whether to finish the high priority tasks first in the day. So these are the stuff that I've accumulated over the years. Not the asset that you can see, but the behavior, the habit, the routine, the pattern of living, internal stuff that you can see the self-evidence outside. So 5-way consistency can change your life. So let's quickly look at that before we round it off. Number 1, you finish what you start. A lot of people are great at starting things. Fewer are great at finishing. Consistency turns you into a finisher. Even when life gets messy, you keep going. Number 2, you build better habits. Want to drink more water? Read more books? Start a side hustle? The key to forming a habit is doing it every day. For weeks, even months. Repetitions build rhythms, and rhythm build results. And that takes me to number 3. You become accountable and disciplined. When you commit to consistency, you naturally become more accountable. You hold yourself to higher standard, not out of pressure, but because you want to. Someone once said, laws are not made for the good. They are made to protect against the bad. In the same way, consistency becomes your inner law. It keeps you honest even when no one watching. Number 4, you build confidence. What did I say? You build confidence. So when you are consistent in a habit that positive, productive, shaping you to your life and goal, you begin to build more confidence because you know it works. So confidence doesn't appear out of nowhere. It comes from doing, from trying, from showing up, even on hard days. With consistency, your performance improves and your self-belief grows with it. And lastly, number 5, you become goal-oriented. So you don't live life on just go with the flow. You become the flow by setting the goal and making sure that those goals are achieved. And even though if you don't achieve that goals, the process that you put in place to do it is already transform you to a better version of yourself. And the knowledge and the experience and the understanding that come from that process will transcend into another process. Life is a series of actions. It's not just one actions that because you shower today, you don't need to shower tomorrow, or you only need to shower once in your life. No. You do it every day. Every day you wake up, the life presents you an opportunity to solve a challenge. and you should be looking for it. Because one of the reasons you are here is to have a human experience. So when your habits align with your goals, success becomes a process, not an accident. You stop chasing results and start living them. Final thoughts. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to absorb this message, even if you have to listen to it again. I want you to expand it in your own mind. I want you to think about the habits you yourself have developed, what role consistencies have played in it. I want you to also think how you can become inspirational to the cycle of your trust, to your friend, to your family. Consistency is essential. In a world full of noise and distraction, it's easy to get pulled in 100 directions. But the people who move forward, the one who grow, achieve, and lead are the one who stay consistent when what matters. Talent without consistency is a recipe for frustration. I've been there. I can tell you, whether in athletics, whether in academics, whether in the work, in the professional field, people that being consistent with their results, they sometimes eat being present in the front of a king because of their skills. People listen to them. So, talent without consistency is a recipe for frustration. Consistency without talent, that is the foundation of mystery. So those who are consistent with a good habit, they will outperform those who have talent, but they are not consistent with it. So whether it is personal development, your career, a business dream, this one trait can change everything. What about you? How has consistency helped shape who you are today? Drop a comment, share your story. You never know who you might inspire. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have an amazing week. Please stay safe and stay well. Ciao.